Hey, it's Brock here with Rock Hill Farms, and I'm in a really good mood today because it feels like spring. It's high 60s today, the flowers are blooming, my grass could actually stand to be cut, and I'm going out to do springtime work. I love doing tractor work, I love being outside, and just puts a little pep in my step. So I've got the tiller on the tractor for the first time this year, and we're gonna go do a big garden bed next to a greenhouse. Should be a lot of fun. I'll get the tractor strapped down and we'll get on the road.
The city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race. What's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life is right.
I'm here to till up a large garden plot right next to this greenhouse. I actually tilled this same spot last year, and I dug a trench over where you can see the fence post to keep water from running off the hill and washing out the garden. I've come back to till it this year and found this big pile of dirt in the way. I think this dirt is from the inside planting they had last year, so it's kind of like a composted material, and eventually they're gonna till this into the garden, but they weren't ready to do that today, so I'll probably be back in the next few weeks to spread this material into the garden and till it again. There's a lot of people who watch this channel who've been running tractors for a long time and know all the nuances, but there's also a lot of people who watch and maybe they're just buying their first tractor or they're kind of new to all of this. And I thought I'd highlight a couple things about starting up a PTO implement. You always want to lower the implement down close to ground level without hitting anything, obviously, so that your PTO shaft is in a straight line. And then you want to engage the implement with your throttle all the way down. And I always turn off the E-throttle. By engaging it at the lowest speed, it's a gentle start on your gearbox. Then once it's engaged, you want to run it up to full throttle, which will say 570 on your PTO gauge. And when the implement engages the ground, it'll actually be turning at 540 most of the time. Then you can safely engage your implement into the ground in this case, or into brush if you're brush cutting, or whatever the case may be. Tilling is one of my favorite jobs to do with the tractor, especially among paid work, and something just satisfying about watching the dirt turn. Same thing with brush hogging, as long as you're not in some overgrown area that's hard on the machine. But one thing to keep in mind, if you're charging people for running a tiller, it's not a job you can get a premium price for. So the best way to make money with it is to group a bunch of tilling jobs on the same day and in close proximity to each other. I had one video last year where I tilled like 6 or 7 gardens the same day and only had to load the tractor for maybe 2 of those. Most of them I was able to just drive it across town. And that was one of the most efficient days I've had doing paid tractor work. Another thing to keep in mind is I could drive pulling this tiller at basically full speed in low gear and it would pull fine, but you really want to stir the dirt a little bit better than that, and just don't get in too big of a hurry. I've got this playing at 6 times speed right now, but I'm really crawling pretty slow, and it still only took 18 minutes to till this entire thing twice. Unless I'm given specific instructions to do something else, I always till every garden twice. Normally I go one pass or one set of passes in one direction, then I make the second set of passes at a 90 degree. But there's no way to go 90 degrees on this one, and I think it'll turn out fine. If you guys enjoy this kind of content, feel free to hit that like button, leave me a comment. You can also subscribe to the channel or follow our Facebook page. All of that really helps me to grow this channel and makes it possible for me to make these videos, so I really appreciate it. Nothing overly difficult or complicated about a job like this, but I sure like doing it. I love the smell of that fresh tilled dirt, satisfaction of accomplishing something, make a few dollars for a piece of equipment I've already paid for. It's a win-win as far as I can tell. The big win is you guys, and I really appreciate you taking time to watch the video. I'll put links over here to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.